Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, and let's get right into it. Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Let's get right into it. You know, that's my favorite saying. Before I go on, I want y'all to do me a favor, hit that like button, help my video go a long way. Everybody else get to see it. The more likes, the more people get to see it. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. You know, this is a preview for the Houston and Knicks game. And I don't know, we can't just jump into the Houston game without at least getting back to the Magic game. I mean, that game was a disappointing game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like clowns came to, you know, I can't really call it, but it was an embarrassing loss, to be honest with you. It was really embarrassing. The Knicks got to do better at home. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs came out after the post. He took blame for it. And, I mean, he's supposed to take blame for that because that was, other than the players, I don't really know what's going on. I'm not going to say that there's in-house fighting because we haven't heard any reports. But the chemistry from the starters just don't look like it's there. The bench, I don't know, the bench should be starting, to be honest with you. But like I said, this is a preview for the Houston game, Houston Rockets game. Let's get right into that Houston Rocket and you know, the New York Knicks. Yes sir. You know what I'm saying? We can't have another embarrassing loss like this tomorrow, Saturday, 5 o'clock game. The Knicks, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I mean, the season started off, I mean, it's the first month of the NBA, so things could change around. It started off with so much promise, you know what I'm saying? Had the fans really hyped, had the city just almost coming towards the Knicks, about to leave them Brooklyn Nets alone, but man, you know what I'm saying? We losing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a good feeling if you're a Knicks fan, trust me. Noel supposed to be coming back from his knee sprain. He's day-to-day. Tobbs Gibson is day-to-day. And I blame our centers right now, the injuries and what's happening to them, I blame it on our coach. He had, because we have a young center we drafted. When Noel first went down and Gibson was coming out there, come on, you already know Gibson is like 35 years old. You can't be playing him more than minutes. You know what I'm saying? Put the young dude in there. You know what I'm saying? He just go in there for some defense, you know, run up and down the court. This basically spelling our other center because the way the bench play, the way the bench play is not going to be a significant drop off in scoring. You know what I'm saying? He might have a little mishaps. I'm talking about Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? The young fella. He might have a little mishaps on defense, but as it go on, he's going to get. Come on, the dude been playing basketball probably since junior high school. Now, I don't understand these coaches and their mindset. You just got to get these kids out there and let them play so they can get used to playing in the NBA. The speed, the calls, the bruising of the bodies of, you know, just get used to the game. And Tibbs is not letting it. They send my man McBride down to the D League. First game, boy, he was tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's, I don't want to say this because some of y'all are like, oh, come on, man. But I think it's time, you know, let somebody else coach a team. Get a younger guy. I mean, we keep getting these old dudes, old timers playing. Get some young, fresh blood in there and coach. I mean, Tibbs is not doing bad, but all I can say is, like, whatever team Tibbs coach, that first year, it'd be good. That second year is when it always fall off. You know what I'm saying? He have roller coaster seasons, and I don't know, man. I mean, is the Knicks as good as we thought they were? That's all I can say. Are they, or is the coach? You know what I'm saying? The coach ego getting to him, like, let's say the Belichick and Brady thing, but we don't have no Brady on our team, so let's be realistic. But like, I mean, yo, y'all watching the games out there. For Kevin Porter Jr., he's day-to-day also. Gibson is day-to-day with a groin. Noel with a sprained knee, he's day-to-day. Let's get down to like they're saying, the Knicks. They won 4 out of their last 10. They're on a 1-game losing streak. We 3-5 at home. Abysmal, that's honestly. 8-7 record. Houston. Now, this is the funny thing right here. Houston have a 1-4 record. 1-14, excuse me. 1-14 record. They 0-9 away from home. And they're on a 13-game losing streak. And in their last 10 games, they 0-10. And they might come they might come and beat the Knicks. I'm being honest with you. Everybody want to know what's wrong with the Knicks. And what's the problem with the New York Knicks? Like, I've been reading articles, and they talking about Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker coming in and the lack of defense. But what's really wrong with the Knicks is Julius Randle and our coach. The coach is not calling plays but for no one but for Julius Randle. If he's calling plays for anybody else, Julius Randle is changing the plays on the court. Because he'll come down and shoot at least 4 or 5 times before he even think about passing the ball. Don't matter how many people double teaming him. And how can you play? Now, when a bench come in, you see the bench. The bench have so much movement. The ball don't stop until it about to go into the basket. And that's what the starters don't have. No type of chemistry. I don't know. Everybody want to get on Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. And you can easily say, yeah, they're the problem. But you really have to take a look at the game to understand what's going on. And if you really look at the game, you will see that they're not getting the ball. And when they do get the ball, just like anybody else in the park, you're going to try to get yours because you haven't touched the ball so long. And that takes you out your game, out your rhythm, out everything. And that's what's happening to the New York Knicks. It's not it's defense, but Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker is not Alfred Payton or Reggie Bullock when it comes to defense. Evan Fournier is a little step slow. But he do average a decent amount of steals, which he think will help him. It was always from the back play. But at the same time, it's the offense that we brought them in for. And we're not giving them a chance at all. You know what I'm saying? From the coach to the players. Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, they're not doing what they're supposed to. And they're being very selfish. If you look around the league, especially when Orlando beat us, there was so much ball moving. The ball be here, be there. By the time the guys go to play defense, the ball's over there. Now this dude just have to cut to the basket. Nobody did because y'all running around, which I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I play basketball and I consider myself a very good basketball. But on defense was my specialty. It's like I can anticipate what the person's going to do on defense. And by me communicating with my teammates, it helped them. Like, I'm like, if I'm going here, you go there. Like, if I already see my man going over here, I already know to go to this player. If you didn't see me going to this player, you go to that player. What happens when the Knicks switch? There's always one man just standing there watching them switch and that other player become free. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to blame it on Kemba Walker or Evan Fournier. Like I said, for the lack of production, I just blame that on the coach and our star player. Because Kemba Walker, all right, jump into Kemba Walker. He was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, played 8 seasons there. Then he was traded to the Boston Celtics in 2019. In 2019, he played 31 minutes a game for them. He averaged 20 points on 42.5 field goal shooting. He shot 38% from downtown. He had 3.9 rebounds a game, 4.8 assists, and 0.9 steals, and 0.5 blocks. And he played in 56 games. And that was in 2019. In 2020, he got injured, so he didn't play as many games. But he averaged 31 minutes again, 19 points a game. He shot 42% from the field, 36% from downtown. He snatched 4 rebounds per game and had 4 assists per game, 1 steal a game, and 0.3 blocks. And he played in 43 games. Now, let's take that right here to 2021 while he's on the New York Knicks. He's playing 25 minutes a game. He's averaging 12 points a game. He's shooting 43% from the field, which is still better than when he did in Boston. And 42% from downtown, which is still better than Boston. He 2.5 rebounds. He fell off a little bit. 2.9 assists. 1.1 steals, 0.2 blocks, and he played so far. It's only been 14 games for the New York that he played them. Well, actually more. He has set out a game, but when you look at the stats, it's not really that much a drop off. The only thing that really missing here is the players. And Kemba Walker was playing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and them guys they're ball dominant. And he was still able to get his shots. But here and on the New York Knicks with R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle, he can't get his shots off. I mean, he's taking less shots, and he still can't get his shots because Julius Randle's a ball hog. We could keep saying that we're going to miss out on Evan Fournier or whatever, but the problem right now with the New York Knicks is Julius Randle. Unless he step up, we're not going to be. The team is going to be. We're going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just got off of Kemba Walker's stats. I want Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, he played for Orlando Magic from 2014 to 2020. On the Magic, that first year, his last year, he averaged 30 minutes a game. He was 19 points per game. He shot 46% from the field, 38% from downtown. He snatched 2 rebounds a game and dished out 3 assists, 1 steal, and 0.3 blocks. He was traded in mid-season to Boston, where he played 29 minutes a game, where his points dropped down because he was playing at the time. He was playing with Kemba Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So his baskets, he had to do more ball sharing. So his points did slip, but his field goal percentage basically stayed around the same, 44%. His 3-point, he shot better from downtown, 46%. He snatched 3 rebounds, which was better than the year before, and 3 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.6 blocks, which was better than the year before. Now let's push it up to the 2021 season while he's with the New York Knicks. He's only playing 28.3 minutes a game. He's averaging 12 points. His point dropped down a point. 40% from the field goal, 35% from downtown. He's averaging 3 rebounds a game, 1 assist a game, 1.0 steals, and 0.3 blocks. And that's in 15 games. Like I said, his stats is not bad. You know what I'm saying? His minutes has fallen off because Tibbs choose to play other players. And I'm being honest, like I said, it's on Tibbs and it's on Julius Randle. They are suffocating Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier right now. They're not letting them flourish. They're not giving them a chance to do what we bring them in. The Knicks, it's the Knicks starters right now, and that's why I'm saying everybody want to blame them 2 players. But let's go right. Since the start of the season, this has been the New York Knicks starting lineup. That's Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks are right now at 8-7 record. Like I said, it's been abysmal. With that starting lineup in the minus plus area, the Knicks are minus 16.3 net ratio over 257 minutes. The Knicks have the talent. I mean, at least on paper to make the playoffs. But the way we play, I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. If so, we need to improve on our shooting, our ball movement, our defense, especially from the backcourt. The Knicks have to make so much changes right now. I mean, our bench. If the starters can just get their act together, because the bench is good. I'm just gonna be honest. The bench is good. Like I said, Todd Gibson is day to day, and I just wanted to say that real quick because I want Jericho Sims getting the game. I really want McBride and I want Grimes getting the game. I think if these players was getting the game, it would change everything right now. The way the Knicks playing, we need a change. You know what I'm saying? Like Obama said, change. I like those jokes in there. But right now, honestly, something needs to happen for the Knicks right now. It really do. Let's go over to the percentages of. Well, they stand in the league's ranking and standings for Houston and the Knicks. Right now, the Knicks are 16th in scoring per points per game, 11th in points differential, with 23rd in assists, 28th in steals, 12th in rebounds. Houston is 27th in points per game. They 30th in dead last. I'm just gonna say dead last in points differential. 29th in assists, 18th in steals, and 22nd in block shots, 16th in rebounds per game. And I'm scared because they 1-14, so they due for another victory this season. The Knicks don't play well at home, and I can see the Houston Rockets coming in and beating the Knicks. I'm being honest with you. And it's sad that it comes to that point where we started off so well, but when we think about the worst teams in the league that they can actually beat the Knicks, I'll be more optimistic when the Knicks go to play somebody like Philadelphia or Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Which we will be playing soon, coming up this week. I feel better when they play that. I feel like they're going to compete more. But when they go against these lower tier teams, the teams that's the barrel at the bottom of the barrel, they seem to lose it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I blame the coach, but it's mainly on the players too. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly on the players, but the coach have to put them in the right position to succeed. And sometimes he don't do that. The coach have to make the right decisions at the right time, and sometimes he don't do that. And it's getting frustrating. I'm a New York Knicks fan. I am going to be till I die, so I'm going to rock with my team. But it's just getting frustrating watching my team lose to inferior teams. I mean, the Knicks is 8-7, and last year at this time of the year, somebody would have said we would been clapping our hands and like, well, we doing all right because actually we only 2.5 games out of first in the Eastern Conference. That's how cluttered it is. Everybody right there, but this is the first month of the season, and we got a little time to go, so we're gonna see. Hopefully, Tom Thibodeau, our coach of the year, can get in there and change things around because the Knicks, like I said, they're starting. I haven't said it, but I'm gonna say it now. Their starting 5 is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Out of 30 teams in the NBA right now, they're ranked number 22. And with the talent that the Knicks have, I mean, Julius Randle got to stop taking so many threes. RJ Barrett got to stop taking so many threes and go to the hole. Like, the offense is getting too predictable. That's what it really is. And there's no ball movement, like I said. There's no continuity in the starting team. And I don't know what to say. It's on the coach. The coaches, they have to do something. And with that being said, I want everybody out there to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.